This is Close Combat Panthers in the Fog. You're watching episode 42 of the Axis campaign. Take a moment to support the channel by clicking the subscribe button, liking the video, and turning on notifications. It's now the 1400 phase of August 9th. We have clear dry weather, and we're going to start our movement. In Tirepied, we got 1st SS. These guys are not going anywhere. They got to stay put and see if they can win the day. In Vernix, we are going to go ahead and move out Panzer Grenadier Regiment 2. They are going on the attack to the east, back to Val d'Isère. SS Panzer Grenadier Regiment 2-1 is going to stay put and deal with the fight here in Vernix. In Val d'Isère, we're going to go ahead and rest 10th SS Panzer. We're going to do the same down here with SS Panzer Regiment 2 from 2nd SS Panzer. They're just going to stay put and rest. In Les Mesnil-Adélie, we rolled in with SS Panzer Grenadier Regiment 2 from 1st SS Panzer. They held the line, so we are going to go ahead and use them again. I'm giving them air and mortar support. I'm moving out Recon from 116th Panzer, and they are going to go south, and maybe they can make their way to the west and rally up with some other units who need support. Both Kampfgruppe Kuhlmann from 1st SS Panzer could benefit from merging, and the same is true with SS Panzer Regiment 2 and also Panzer Grenadier Regiment 304. So these guys are not currently getting contact. They're underpowered, but they do have Panthers. I'm going to move them west just to continue moving, and hopefully that's not a mistake. They're getting a little low on cohesion and fatigue and stuff, but I want to get them a little bit further forward so that we don't overextend in the north, and we've got units ready to move if needed. Down in the south, I was instructed not to move SS Panzer Grenadier Regiment 4, and if we take a look at them, you can see that their cohesion and fatigue is not looking great, so we're going to go ahead and let them sit here. I'm going to assume that 35th Division is not going to go on the offensive and try and move on us. And then we do have SS Panzer Grenadier Regiment 3, who is fine cohesively and fine with fatigue, but the problem with them is they don't really have any mobile stuff. They've got Krusty as their only tank in a Panzer IV, and then we're relying on AT guns. In a perfect world, I think I would leave SS Panzer Grenadier Regiment 3 here and allow them to defend, but they won't be very mobile if they do. We're going to have AT guns and one tank. So let me know before we get too much further ahead if that's going to be a mistake, but I kind of felt like maybe we could hold the line with the AT guns and then use the one tank to maneuver if needed. So that's my current plan. Both battle groups are going to stay put. I'm hoping that we come out on top at the end of this. I will have one mortar barrage available for the next movement, assuming we use all the ones that I've divvied up this time, but I don't think that we need it anywhere else right now. Okay. The one place we didn't move from is the one place that got attacked. And I don't know if that's going to negatively impact cohesion and fatigue, but these guys are going to stay put. Nobody moved in. We went ahead and made the move with 304. They're okay. And 116th made it out. 2nd SS stayed put. And I mean, they really are like struggling down here. They don't have any cohesion or any fatigue. So ideally, we'll leave them until the morning. Looks like everything else went well. First fight, we're going to have Tirepied. We got Kampfgruppe Kuhlmann, 1st SS Panzer, taking on 3rd Armored Division. American Dad Company is looking pretty solid. We are missing one squad from 1st Platoon. I am going to just leave it that way and not refill them. I think that these guys are going to be okay, and I don't want to have nothing but partial platoons. 2nd Platoon has 4 Panthers. That's where the meat of our force is going to be. Then we have 3 mortar half-tracks and 1 armored car in support. Enemies bringing armored infantry in 1st Platoon. They have no 2nd Platoon, and they have an M8 and an M10 tank destroyer in support. So we do have to watch out for that lone M10. And I guess the M8 could be a threat, but big thought is keep clear of the M10, and we'll probably win the day. So to start things off, I've got Snot and Toshi looking to the northwest. They have a little bit of obstructions to try and keep them covered, but they can see the bridge pretty well. I've got Francine, Roger, and Stan all watching northwest as well. They're just kind of guarding the buildings and preventing the enemy from taking the flag if they come this way. Dr. Penguin is down at the crossroad with the main road and the dirt road. They have the armored car, and they're just ready to support when the fight needs them and stay out of line of sight until the tanks are dealt with. Jeff Fisher and Saul Perkins are going to be hidden just a little bit, but Saul Perkins is still chasing an Iron Cross, so my plan is to move them west. I've got General Juanito Pequeño, Horse Renoir, and Ricky Spanish with our mortar half-tracks sitting down to the south of them. They are pretty well hidden, and I think that they're just going to sit here and drop mortars on whoever we see. I don't think we'll need their machine guns or anything. The four-way crossroad is going to be guarded with Haley, Klaus, and Barry. These guys have pretty good line of sight up the road, as well as the two-story building if the enemy pushes to the south. Let's get to it. Okay. That was anticlimactic, but we'll take it. Let's go ahead and pull Saul Perkins around. Let's take Jeff Fisher a little west. Contact north moving. Tons of infantry. We got cannons firing. Both vehicles have been located. And it looks like Snot. Ooh, both. Snot and Toshi are engaging. We'll put Snot on that. There we go. M10 Tank Destroyer is done. That's great. Get both on the M8. Infantry crossing the bridge. We're plinking rounds. Oh, it's our armored car. Dr. Penguin, actually, roll. I didn't think that they would see Dr. Penguin, so Dr. Penguin actually does have effect on that vehicle at this range, but we are going to get out of there. I think that is artillery fallen. Let's get out of there. There we go. M8 is destroyed. Let's see if we can get out of there. Toshi is now immobilized. Actually, let's go across the bridge, up through the field. Move Barry. Klaus can get on defend. They don't have any vehicles, so we'll let the machine guns open up. We are hitting the crew at range. Artillery is still falling. Snot, move out of there. I don't know whatever happened with the infantry that was maneuvering through the woods. I think let's go ahead and peel Haley off over here. Put these guys on defend. I think let's take Saul Perkins west, away from the road, just in case there is infantry in this region. Jeff Fisher's rolling. I hear automatic fire. No idea where it's coming from. Contact center. Hit these guys, they're on the run. Let's go here, here, here. Let's get Dr. Penguin moved up. Saul Perkins can point north. We should be able to mop up this armored infantry pretty fast. They are using the little dikes right here for concealment. That might present a small issue, but I do think we can gun them down before they're a major threat. All right, Snot made it out of the barrage. We're going to go ahead and peel off to the west, try and get in on this fight. I'm bummed about Toshi. I don't know if we're going to lose the tank or if it'll get repaired, but that was just unfortunate. What do we got here? More platoon HQ. Okay, so platoon leader is on the move down. Might be able to pick them off as well. We lost line of sight of the infantry. These guys were last spotted right there. Contact close. Dr. Penguin can't quite see yet. Let's move Saul Perkins out of Dr. Penguin's way. I think that 2 centimeter will be pretty effective. Snot is on the move. We are at 50 meters. We are fairly close to these guys. Let's see. Can we go like that? I don't know where else we should expect enemies. I don't know if I bombard any of these buildings up here. All right, we might have to move up with infantry. I think we'll put Barry over here on defend. They want a ceasefire. I want this flag. Rifle fire. They are shooting at our infantry somewhere. Actually, they're shooting at Dr. Penguin. Ooh, maybe rifle grenades or something. Let's go ahead and bring Jeff Fisher up to support. Keep reversing. No line of sight on these guys. Right here somewhere, maybe? I thought I saw something there. There we go. Eyes on. Jeff Fisher's doing their thing. Snot can move up a little bit. Maybe not that far. I don't know if we'll have anybody in this dike right here. We're pinned down. There we go. Good kills. All right, let's go ahead and move Klaus up. We'll put Barry on defend. And I think let's take Stan right down there. Haley's taking cover. We got 1 wounded. Contact further. We wiped them out pretty quick. That was an awesome shot. Move up a little bit. Let's get Dr. Penguin. Jeff Fisher's still doing their thing in the mud. Never mind. They're all done. We have 100% morale to their 30%. And the Allied frontline battle group retreated off the strategic map and must regroup overnight. The Allied reserve battle group was unable to retreat and they were forced to disband. We are going to hold this map now for a while. And hopefully these guys can get a little bit of rest. But feels good to get that win, especially without having to cross the bridge, because that was the big threat, was trying to push northwest. We killed 8 infantry, we wounded 15, and destroyed both of their armor. They wounded 1 man and damaged 1 tank with their artillery barrage. First up, we have Roger with no kills, Stan with no kills, Francine also has no kills. Haley has no kills. Barry has no kills. Klaus has no kills. And then Saul Perkins is coming in with 11 kills. We got Snot with a tank kill and 6 infantry kills. And then Jeff Fisher, no stats. And we got Toshi with Saul Perkins' second class Iron Cross, a tank kill, and 2 infantry kills. General Juanito Pequeño has 1 kill. Horse Renoir, nothing. Dr. Penguin has 3 kills. And Ricky Spanish has nothing. First platoon leader has no kills. Machine gun has 1 kill. Infantry, no kills. Infantry survives, no kills. Wiped out. No kills. Wiped out. M8 destroyed, no kills. M10 destroyed, no kills. And it looks like that went pretty well. F Company 120th Infantry is still taking on SS Panzer Grenadier Regiment 2-1. I think we've got Vernix under control, so let's go ahead and hit another battle and see if we can get another win like the last one. We are going to welcome back Bomber Company this time. We have 2 full platoons of infantry, then we've got 5 Panzer IVs and 2 mortar half-tracks. I think we are overloaded here, and we're ready for the fight. Enemy doesn't even have a full platoon. They've got 4 squads and 1 AT gun, 1 company HQ. So they are down to slim pickings here in F Company. I've got Flying Fortress and Liberator on the front line, dug in with trenches in the woods. They are hopefully going to spot the north side of the bridge and not be noticed themselves. Spirit and Raider are going to back up the infantry around the bridge. They are pretty well hidden behind the trees, though Raider can see due west. Dauntless and Helldiver are hiding out in the crop field, and they don't have good line of sight, but they are a good tripwire for ambush. I have Marauder and Mitchell pulled back to the buildings, guarding the flag in the center of the map. They are backed up with Vulcan, who is hidden behind the trees pretty well, I think. Moving west, we have Valkyrie and Hustler. I don't think anybody can see them. Those are the mortar half-tracks. Wellington and Barracuda are going to be dug in with trenches out in the open, but they're a little ways from enemy territory, so I'm hoping that they don't just get spotted. And they will be able to put fire towards the bridge if infantry starts moving that way. I do have more infantry guarding the buildings south of the bridge, so if they push south, there is plenty to deal with them. Albemarle is dug in with a trench in the woods looking north, and I'm hoping that they can spot for our armor, who are hiding currently behind the forest, and we can pop them out to get in on the fight once we know where the AT gun is. I would like to drop the AT gun with mortars if possible, and then everybody else can just duke it out. All right, let's get this thing kicked off. AT gun spotted. Mortars going out. Infantry is retreating already. I feel comfortable bringing Spirit down and Raider out. That building should block the view very well. This is a little bit of a threat. Lancer's not currently being targeted. The trees are in the way, but that is something to keep in mind. I think I can move them out here. And I did misspeak earlier. I thought I had 5 Panzer IVs. I forgot I added Stugs a little bit. So Strato Fortress is a Stug. Mortars are 1 second away from corrected fire. Okay. They should start sending it. There we go. All right. I like the way this is going. We'll go ahead and move Spirit up. In fact, I think we'll have Raider do the same. More good hits, I guess. Not just more hits in general, but more good ones. And I think that guy's still alive. So we're not done with you. We got a hit. I think, there we go. That guy's dead. AT gun should be totally wiped out. Yep, we got 2 red, 4 orange, but there is infantry still hiding in this forest, I believe. Strato Fortress can come out and defend there. We'll move Lancer up. These guys can get on defend. I don't necessarily want to use these guys right this moment, just because they have less cover than everyone else. And Spirit, what's it going to take?
We're under heavy fire.
I think let's go a mortar there, and let's go 1 on this corner. Infantry pushing into this 2-story. Nothing stupid, and this fight will be well in hand.
Take cover.
Let's see. We can't see that. Strato Fortress. Not quite clear who Strato Fortress is engaging. Somebody's firing cannon rounds there. I don't think Strato Fortress has that much pivot on their cannon, but we'll put some rounds in there.
We're doomed.
Lancer can maybe get in on that. One infantryman hiding out under the tree. Bridge is blocking our view. So dumb. We can see this area well, just can't actually target the guy because of the trees. So we'll go ahead and let the machine gun open up there for a moment. Maybe get an HE round out. Aside from how difficult it is to just get across the bridges, this fight is definitely ours. So it is maybe going to slow down, which is kind of annoying. I think we'll put more mortars there, and we'll go right there. Actually, we're going to swap it. We'll do that. Maybe these guys can piggyback off their pre-sighted stuff. Doesn't seem like it. What if I move it closer? And 10 seconds here. Can we move up? We are 135, so we'll be 95 or so meters away from the building. I think we're okay safety-wise, but I don't know that we can cross the bridge yet. Lancer sees nothing. Move up the road a little ways. Strato Fortress no longer has any contacts here. And I don't know if we can draw out machine gun fire by giving away our infantry position some more. Sounds like we just got a hit. Don't know if it was a mortar hit.
I can't take it anymore.
Yeah, we got a good hit there, and that was it. So, Axis total victory. Battle ended because the Allies were routed. Allied force was unable to retreat, and they were forced to disband. We have 96% morale to their 28. We killed 6, we wounded 20, and we captured 1 gun. We took no casualties, but apparently still suffered morale. All right. We have Super Fortress. Now, most of our infantry never even opened up, so 2nd Platoon was the only ones that shot, and I don't know if they hit anybody. But Super Fortress, increasing morale, they're doing well. Flying Fortress, same. Liberator, mediocre. Mitchell, doing pretty good. Marauder, aside from the assistant, everybody else is doing solid. Then we got Helldiver. The leader's super pumped. He's ready for the fight. Everybody else is trying to catch up. Dauntless, same. Lancaster, no action. Sterling actually got 6 kills. They were active on that machine gun, so that was a good spot. Halifax, nothing. Manchester got 1. Albemarle was just spotting for us. They stayed hidden. Barracuda, nothing. Wellington, nothing. And again, these guys just stayed hidden and spotted, so that's okay. Hustler has 7 kills. Valkyrie has 4 kills. Vulcan has no kills. Lancer has 1 kill. Raider has no kills. Spirit has 1 kill. And Strato Fortress has 5 kills. Tanks were pretty active, but the mortars did a lot of work. And I'm really happy with the outcome of the mortar barrage to begin. They had their gun placed where we could kind of see it, but they also had infantry hidden back there that we were able to knock out as well. First platoon leader is not having a good day. BAR, same situation. BAR is wiped out. Rifle, they're struggling. Company commander was wiped out. AT gun, we got everybody. So I don't know what they're going to send after us in the next fight here, but for right now, we got this under control, and I'm very happy with the result. I think that both fights went very well. I think if only I could do that every time, right? Now, granted, I had way better firepower than they did, so like that lends itself well to a solid victory. But no need to push on either of these maps super hard. I was able to get some kills. I was able to drive them back, but I didn't have to do anything reckless. And that's going to be important in the upcoming battles. So as long as I can play a little bit more intelligently and less reckless, we can get more victories like this and hopefully move on to the Allied campaign coming up. If you enjoyed the fights, go ahead and like the video. Drop a comment down below and let me know how you think everything went. Don't forget to click the subscribe button to help support the channel, and then check out the affiliate links to support me as a content creator. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.